Hi, this is Nathan. There's many things in the Bible that are very difficult to understand. And that's obvious. The Bible is God's word. It's not meant to be easy to understand. But I want to talk about one particular situation that I find baffling, but I think there's an answer to. Abraham hears God, right? And God tells him to go to the land that I will show you. Leave your father's home, leave everything that you know, go to the land I'll show you. And Sarah goes with him. There's almost no question. There is no question that we see there on Sarah's behalf. Now, this is all one wonderful, fine and dandy, but they turn up in the land of Canaan, the land I will show you. And what happens? There's a famine. All of a sudden, there's a famine, which means that the vision that Abraham had, this amazing bucket list to come to the land of Canaan because God told him to, didn't work. So they have to turn around, they have to go down to the land of Egypt to go and get food. There's so many questions within that already, like the support of your wife or your husband in your vision, which we can talk about another time. But here is the crazy thing. They're on their way down to Egypt, and Abraham turns to Sarah and says, "Now I know that you are beautiful. Now I know that you are beautiful." I've spoken about this before. Okay, now you know I'm beautiful. What happened for the past 20, 30, 40 years that we've been married? I can't imagine, going out with my wife. We've been married for 20 years, and tonight I'm going to take her out on a date and go, "Now I know you're beautiful." There's a difference between "now I know you're beautiful" and "wow, you're beautiful tonight. Oh my gosh, you are always so beautiful." Whatever it is. Now I know, behold, now I know you're beautiful. What type of thing? And if everything in the Torah, in the Bible, is for us to learn from, what type of statement is this of a good husband to his wife? "Now I know you're beautiful." I think this is the following answer. In times of difficulty, that is often where even the people closest to us look for fault. They actually look for the negative. "Oh my gosh, right now that we're going through this, I'm going to turn on you because of my frustration, because of my anger, because of my anxiety," whatever it is. The people closest to us often actually get the worst of us in the worst times. So this is a perfect time for both Sarah and Abraham to turn on each other. "It didn't work out. You shouldn't have listened to God. Well, you shouldn't have followed me. You should have told me not to go. Blah, 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 blah." And we all, I'm sure, I don't know about you, have had that in our own homes, turning on each other in the most difficult of times. Abraham wants to make sure that doesn't happen. Abraham wants to make sure that his wife feels like a princess. This is a difficult time. This is a very difficult time. It's a dream that maybe didn't come true. They made it to the land of Canaan, but do they know that they're going to be able to come back and that their generations are going to continue? Still not, right? There's probably faith that will happen, but they don't know. Logistically, logically right now, it's over, finished. Now is the time to turn on each other. Say you shouldn't have followed God. Say you shouldn't have supported me. You should have asked questions. You should have demanded that we didn't go. You should have checked the map. Whatever it is, right? How many of you have been lost on the way somewhere? And that is the time that, with GPS now, it's a lot easier. That is the time that you're meant to be supportive of each other. But for some reason, husbands and wives start to get mad at each other when they get lost. It's like the most confusing thing. But Abraham and Sarah managed not to do this. And I think one of the reasons is because Abraham praises his wife. He looks at the moment and he looks at his wife and he says, "You know what? This is a time that my wife could actually be very annoyed at me, very angry at me. I made her leave everything that we know, everything that she's used to. And I asked her to come on this journey with me. But yet she's not complaining." And this could work in reverse. It could be the husband, right? They're not complaining. They're not turning against me. Oh my goodness. That is an absolute beauty. That is an emotional beauty. That is a character trait that is beautiful. They're not turning on me right now. They're continuing to support me. Maybe that they support you in a different way and say, "Hey, I want to support you not to make the same mistake. Let's look at things in a bit different way." Or maybe they say, "Okay, so I'm going to continue to follow you." Whatever it is. And it could be husband or wife. Right? But that's a beauty. That is a beauty, that a husband or wife do not turn on their spouse in times of difficulty. Let me give you another example. You come home and on your desk there's the bill for the electricity and the water and the whatever it is, the parking ticket that your spouse got, or whatever it is. Now is the time you're just going to you're going to either implode or explode. But rather we turn to each other and say, hey, I really need your support right now. I'm going through a difficult time. There's bills all over my desk. I don't know where we're going to be able to get the money. I need us to come together right now. That is beauty. That is a beautiful marriage. That is a marriage full of understanding and support. And support, as I said, doesn't mean that you have to go along with the mistakes continuously. Support can be, hey, I'm here to support you and love you, but this idea isn't going to work. Let's look at it in a different way. Let's wait, or let's do something else. Why can you listen to me? I have another idea. Whatever that may be, that can still be support. These types of skill sets and lessons are going to be taught in the up and coming Sparks series. It's a series running every single 6 weeks. There will be a lesson for the entire year, every 6 weeks. I want you to click on the button below on the link and say, I am going to commit. I want this mindset in my marriage. I don't want to turn on my spouse, and I don't want my spouse to turn on me. I want to know how to support each other through the most difficult times. We're going to learn it in the Spark series. I'll see you there.